Greetings, friends of the human race. And if by chance you're not human, then that's okay. All species are welcome. Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Imani. I create videos on all things beauty, lifestyle, and whatever the heck I feel like. If that sounds like your cup of tea or your cup of coffee, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I would love to have you here all the time. For today's video, I am coming back to you with another brand new foundation first impressions and wear test. NYX just released a brand new foundation to the market, and that is called the NYX Bear With Me Blur Tint Foundation. Now, I'm both intrigued and confused about this foundation because it's actually called a tint foundation. And you guys know as well as me that tints are really big on the market right now. Everybody wears skin tints. A lot of people are forgetting about the full coverage foundations now and more into the natural skin. I still prefer my full coverage, but to each his own. I do absolutely love the look of natural skin on everybody. It's so beautiful and it's great to let your skin breathe sometimes. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I'm confused because it's called a tint and a foundation. Like, is it a tint or is it a foundation? Which one? I really have no idea what kind of coverage we are to expect from this, but I guess we will find out, won't we? Like I said, this is gonna be my first impression. I've never tried this product before. It just came out. I really love the packaging, the way it's very sleek and slim, and a squeeze tube as well. That means it's very easy to carry with you in your makeup bag, your purse, wherever you need to take it. It's easily takeable, which means it'll likely be pretty easy to apply. So we are gonna jump right in. I already have my skincare done. It's been on my face for about 30 minutes now, so I think we're good to go ahead and apply. I actually picked up 3 different shades in this foundation because I really was not sure. So I have the shade 7 Golden, 8 Golden Light, and then 9 Light Medium. I'm gonna go ahead and first swatch them on my wrist for you guys so that you can kind of compare shades and see which one might work best for you if you are close to my skin tone. So here are the shades swatched for you guys. We have 7 Golden, 8 Golden Light, and 9 Light Medium. So 7 Golden is definitely too light for me. It's the right tone, but it's definitely too light. 8 Golden Light looks pretty good. That's probably the shade I'm gonna end up going with because it has a more yellow undertone. And then 9 Light Medium is more of a peachy kind of pink undertone, which I do not have. So I'm going to go with 8 Golden Light. So we're just going to flip open the cap. I think what I'm gonna do is just put a little bit on the back of my hand. And today I decided we're not gonna wear any primer because I wanna see how this does just on its own. I usually don't wear primer every day anyway, so we're just gonna do it without primer. I'm just gonna take my finger and start to apply that on my face. I really don't know how much I'll need. We're just winging it. I think we're gonna start with about that much, and I'm going to use my e.l.f. Complexion Duo Brush to start blending that out. Ooh. It's more of a moussey kind of texture, which I'm not always the biggest fan of, but I don't mind it. It feels pretty lightweight on the face. And I'm just going and patting motions. And I'm using a brush because a brush is my preferred method of applying, but you can use a sponge if you want to. Wow. It has a pretty, yeah, it has a pretty matte finish and it does look pretty blurring, you guys. I'm liking this. Just what I have left over on my hand. So what I pumped out, squeezed out. I squeezed out about, I would say like a pea-sized amount. So that was enough for half of my face, but not all of my face. So we're gonna have to grab some more. And it looks like it has really nice coverage. I'm liking the blurring, smoothing effect it's giving. I'm all about smoothing. All the smoothing I can get, I'll take it. So that looks pretty good. So you can see the difference between this side with no product and this side with the NYX Blur Tint. What are we thinking? So I just squeezed a little bit more on my hand and we're gonna go ahead and do the other side. I'm actually going to build up this side a little bit more as well, just because I want to see how full of a coverage we can get. Blending with my brush. The color looks pretty good. A little hair right there. Get out. Okay guys, so I went ahead and finished both sides of my face. What are we thinking? This is how it is looking so far. Let me get really close for you guys so you can see the texture. So this is how it is sitting on my skin. I will say, I don't think it builds the best. I think it's kind of just more so meant to be a solid medium coverage, which I'm not mad at. I'm okay with medium to full coverage foundations. And this one has pretty good coverage just upon application. So yeah, I think this is how far I'm gonna build it. I don't want it to start getting bunchy or cakey on my skin, so we're gonna leave it here. Just wanted to show you guys the coverage. It did a really good job of covering up my acne scars down here. You can definitely see a little bit peeking through, but it's not bad at all. And I'm sure once we finish the rest of our face, it's gonna look even better. So I'm not mad at it. And like I said, the color is pretty good. As for my smile lines, I can't fully tell right now, but I do think this is a settler or a creaser. It does appear that it is settling into my smile lines quite a bit already, and I literally just applied it. So keep that in mind if you have really deep set smile lines like myself. Not the end of the world, because every foundation pretty much does that to me, so I can't just fault all the foundations for it. But I like to see which ones kind of hold up a little bit better than others. And so far, this one isn't looking too promising with that area. It is 9:17 in the morning currently, but I will check back in once I'm done with the rest of my makeup. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now, and I'm also gonna read you the claims of the foundation so that you guys have a better idea before you purchase. Introducing NYX Professional Makeup Bare With Me Blur Tint Foundation. Effortless, no filter needed makeup results with a flawless, smooth matte blur finish that never looks cakey or ashy. This skin tint provides 12 hours of hydration and up to 16 hours of wear. Formulated with skin-loving ingredients, glycerin, matcha, niacinamide, this lightweight slip texture foundation will leave your skin looking blurred and healthy. Available in 24 shades to enhance your color while being breathable, fade, and transfer resistant. A little bit goes a long way. Suitable for all skin types, including oily, dry, and combination skin. It is vegan and cruelty-free. As I said, it comes in 24 shades and retails for $14 on Ulta's website. Alrighty friends, so I am done with the rest of my makeup, as you can see, and this is how the foundation is looking so far. I will say that it feels extremely lightweight. I don't feel like I have anything on. It is very airy and breathable like they described, and all of the rest of my products blended out just fine on top, so that is a plus. To be completely honest with you guys, I didn't even set my full face, so that is a new for me because I always set my face no matter what. But for some reason with this one, I just feel like because of the moussey texture, I just don't really need to set it. Like, it just feels like it's already. It does feel the slightest bit tacky, but I don't see it transferring off onto my fingers, so that is good. Let me get close in so that you guys can see the way it is looking with all of my makeup done. It is looking very, very smoothing, you guys. It is looking blurred. I mean, I think I look blurred. What do you guys think? And like I said, I think the color looks amazing. I'm loving the way it is sitting on my skin. Not loving the settling into my smile lines though. That is just killing me right now. So I am probably gonna have to blend that out a little bit and then see if it resettles throughout the day. Maybe it just needs kind of a fresh blend and then another little tap of powder in there, and then we might be good. But we will see. We will see. But so far it does look like it settles, so that's not too good. It's not too promising. Other than that, everything is looking amazing. I don't feel it. It doesn't feel like it's gonna move around or go anywhere, so it is now 9:47 in the morning. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what this looks like in natural lighting, and then we are gonna go ahead and get our day started. Ready? Go. It is now 10:28 at night. I have had such a long day. It's not even funny. The crazy part is I only left the house once. I just had so much to do at home that I was completely overwhelmed. So I was honestly scared that I wasn't even going to get the end of this video up. But I do have some thoughts. So it's been about 11 or 12 hours, I think. I'm bad at time. Let's take a look at the foundation, shall we? Honestly, it's not looking that good. I really hate being like negative in these first impressions, but I'm not totally blown away by it or loving it at all. Let me zoom you guys in a little bit closer so you can see what I'm seeing. So here is how the foundation is looking after about 11 or 12 hours of wear. I can't remember if I checked in around 9 something or 10 something, so we're just going with that. It honestly, I mean, looking at it on the viewfinder, it doesn't look that bad. Like, it really doesn't. But in person, just not loving the way it is sitting on my face. Like, I just don't know if it'll be able to translate on the camera, but it is looking kind of nasty, for lack of better words. I don't have oily skin at all, but for some reason, my skin feels like there's like almost like this greasy film over it. It's really, really weird. And I think it has a lot to do with the texture of the foundation or tint, foundation tint. It's just not sitting too pretty. It did wear off quite a bit around my nose. I think, yeah, there's like no more foundation left on my nose, and even touching it, I don't know if you guys can see any grease on my finger, but yeah, I promise you, like, I feel like greasiness is like, I mean, it's just like, it's like, why? Why though? Why is Gamora? Anyway, yeah, I just don't like it. It was immediately sinking into my smile lines when I first started wearing it, so that was already concerning. It didn't do as terribly as I thought it would in my smile lines. It definitely did sink back into them, but after I showed you the natural daylight shot, I actually blended them out just a little bit and set them with a little more powder, and they did okay. I don't even know if you can see on the camera because of the light, but I promise you in person, it doesn't look that good. And I think it's just kind of worn off all of right here. I don't know. It just looks funny to me. It's just looking kind of patchy around my eye area right here. Let me try to get a little bit closer, but you could just see it's like separating where my concealer is, and it just looks very cakey right there. I don't love the way that looks. Around the midday or early evening mark, I did film a little snippet of how it was looking at that point, and honestly, it had started to wear down just a little bit thin even. It did look pretty heavy around my pore area, and just overall, I just wasn't feeling it. I don't know how to describe it, but you know when you wear a foundation all day and there's just nothing that wows you about it? This was it. And I do feel like it didn't really keep that blurred look throughout the day. It just honestly started to look a little more textured and accentuated what I didn't want it to. So is it the worst foundation I've ever tried? No, I'm just not loving it, and I really, really hate having a negative first impression or review. I really do. Usually foundations that are long lasting do really well on my skin without having primer underneath, so I don't feel like I should have to wear primer in order to get this to work. It was raining pretty hard earlier, and it was very windy, and I was outside, so I did kind of put it to the test of the environment. I'd probably give it a C, maybe a C minus. They're on. Sorry about that. So yes, unfortunately guys, this is not one of my favorites. Definitely not terrible, but it's not fantastic either, at least on me personally. I actually may have forgotten to mention during the video, I have pretty normal to dry skin. It's not even really that dry, but I do experience a lot of dry patches around my mouth, especially during the wintertime. If you have skin similar to mine, I would say maybe give it a shot and see how it works on you. If you have oily skin, I really, really don't know that you would like this. It's just very moussey and kind of silicone-y, and I just don't know if you would like that texture, but you can still give it a try. If you wear the right primer, maybe it'll work for you. But yeah, me personally, I'm not a huge fan. I'm so sorry, NYX. I love you usually. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have much else for you guys. Let me know if you have tried this product out and how it wore on you. What are your thoughts on it? And let me know, what do you think of today's video? How do you think it looks? I don't know. I'm just not loving it, you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. I will not lie to y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you are well. I hope you are safe. I really appreciate you spending a little piece of your day with me. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up down below. I will love you till the end of time. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click that subscribe button. I would love for you to be my new bestie and be here with me all the time. And until next time, my friends. Bye!